There's one for Panther, but there's not one for Sauk.
Welcome, soccer fans. OCA Media is proud to bring you this exciting Panther soccer match tonight, live from Huntoon Field on a beautiful Saturday morning. The Panthers take on the Sauk Prairie Eagles in a non-conference matchup. I'm Hayden Lohrentz, along with
Emma Nugent.
and today we will be bringing you all of this morning's exciting action right here on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. This exclusive broadcast of Panthers soccer is brought to you in part by these fine supporters: the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play; the Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community; the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. We will get to the rest of the sponsors after we go through our tonight's starting lineups and your national anthem.
Sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. Accordingly, we request your cooperation today by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or other comments or intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated. Aaron Alish. Senior number 8, McKenna Brunig. A senior number 9, Kate Himlock. Junior number 10, Jolene Chan. A sophomore number 11, Kensington Kleiss. A junior number 18, Brooklyn Kaufman. A senior number 19, Greta Shadwell. And finally, a freshman number 22, Brooklyn Traxler. Sauk Prairie is coached by Julie Gretzner. And now the starting lineup for your Oregon Panthers. In goal, junior number 0, Reese McCabe. A senior number 2, Addison Worth. In the midfield, a junior number 7, Ava Butzik. A freshman number 8, Jalen Jones. A senior number 10, Madeline Morhoff. A freshman number 15, Amaria Dirks. Sophomore number 16, Celia Mitchell. Sophomore number 17, Sophia Fulmer. Number 19, a sophomore, Kylie Steele. A sophomore number 21, Reese Richardson. And finally, a senior number 23, Summer Steele. Oregon is coached by Chris Mitchell, assisted by Matt Altman.
Welcome back, as we will continue our sponsorships with One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking, the Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping you thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations. All right, going into today's matchup, the Oregon Panthers coming in with a record of 2 wins, 2 losses, having quite a few away games starting off this season with a win against Watertown. That was a 6-0 win with 5 goals from Kylie Steele. That was quite a game for her. And the Panthers playing 3 away matches before this, losing 3-4 away at a tough side of Madison West, losing 0-1 to another tough side of number 5 ranked in the nation or in the state, Divine Savior Holy Angels, and then picking up an away win at Monona Grove in a 4-1 win. So pretty strong schedule, as you can see, with the Panthers, as they are up to Division I now, playing much tougher teams than last season. And the Sauk Prairie Eagles coming to this game 1-1-1, so that's 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 loss. As we get underway here, the Panthers in their home black going right to left on your screen, and the Sauk Prairie Eagles going left to right in their away white uniform. Starting off with Ava Butzik here on the ball. Looking for options, sends it out to the outside. That ball gets sent upfield Over to Reese Richardson, back over to Maria Diericks. Ball played through to Steele. Steele looking around. Nice kick on her left foot. That goes out, and it will be a goal kick for the Eagles.
That was a really, really wide ball.
Yeah, just not quite getting the curve. It's also tough. It is pretty windy out here today as well, so balls are going to be flying.
It's definitely on the chillier side, too. So
Absolutely, yeah. We're all bundled up here, everyone in the audience in their winter coats. As the ball gets played up to the center field, this will be back with Summer Steele. She kicks that one back to the keeper for Oregon, Reese McCabe. McCabe sends it out wide. Ball played upfield, but nice interception by the Eagles as they look to counter here. Only have one player. Good interception by Ava Butzik there. Ball gets sent up over to Addison Worth. Doesn't quite get ahead on it, as it'll be a chase down to the sideline. Worth, great job getting the ball here. Keeps it in play. She's still going down the end line. Keeps it in play. Does a good cross, but Steele isn't quite able to get a touch on it. Good regain from the Panthers. Good shot, but ends up going out, and it will be a goal kick for the Eagles.
twice already. We got a fast game start off.
Absolutely, we see the Panthers love to start real fast and quick every game. They get quite a few goals within the first 10 minutes just based off of sheer overwhelming of the other team, as this ball is played out over to Butzik. Gets a touch, but the Eagles are back in possession here. Good kick upfield, but we'll go back to Steele. Steele looking for some options. They hit a nice ball upfield over to her sister, Kylie Steele, here on the ball. Great touches. Tried to send that one through. Not quite able to get there. Good defensive play by the Eagles. Looking to rebound as Reese Richardson puts in the ball. Good interception as Richardson back on the ball here. Looking for options, sends it over to Worth. Worth going to take a nice touch. Sends it into Celia Mitchell.
It's knocked out by the Eagles.
It's a good defensive play there. Oregon do regain here with Maddie Morhoff. Sends that one in. Nobody able to claim it, as the Eagles will clear it once again, but it ends up right back at the foot of Morhoff. Morhoff looking for some options. Sends it to the middle of the field. It's a good first touch. And the Panthers regain possession with Richardson. Richardson looking with her options. Sends it to the center over to Kylie Steele. Kylie looking for that strong left foot over to Worth. Worth has all day here. Is going to take a shot. That one will go wide of the goal once again.
We've already taken quite a few shots, and they all seem to be kind of wide today.
Yeah, they need to get a little bit of curl. A lot of them you see they're getting quite under the ball, so pretty high, which is going to make it tough for the keeper, but you got to get those on targets. They haven't had a shot on target yet after 3 shots. Play now here. Back with Celia Mitchell, sends it over to Butzik. Butzik over to Worth. Taking a heavy touch, but stays with it. Good play by her as it ends back up with the Eagles in the end. Mitchell on the ball now.
Well, it's another race for the ball. Number 8 on Eagles is really, really trying to get that ball.
Absolutely, she's doing a great job. Good hustle so far, as Panthers not having too much press in their own half, but can easily catch them off guard if the players are playing aggressive enough. This ball played out a little bit too hard. The intended target was Morhoff, as it will be a Eagles throw in Oregon's half here. All played in. Goes over everybody, and good cross in here. Butzik intercepts, plays it back to Steele, and that will be a clear up the field to the halfway mark.
That's a great opportunity right there.
Yeah, it was good ball played through. It was over the top of everybody. Just player from Sauk Prairie not quite able to get on top of it. Here's a great through ball. Richardson gonna be in a chase to get it here. Takes a first touch. Was intended to be, I believe, it looked like a cross with the power, but a little bit too far, and the goalie gathers it up. As it punts it away now over to number 7. Good interception by Richardson. Back on the ball, sends it upfield to Steele.
That was a clean pass.
Yeah, Richardson does a great job of getting those passes on target. She's very vital for that Panther offense. Worth sends this one in, tries to find Richardson, but swing and a miss there. Ball played, good interception by the Eagles, and they clear for a Oregon throw-in.
We've got a lot of back and forth already in this game. It's been Oregon to Eagles and Oregon to Eagles consistently.
Absolutely. As the Panthers regain, and it will be another throw.
Ooh. I think that's over the fence and to the road. Thank you.
All right, as we regain, it will be a goal kick for the Eagles. This one will be taken. Oregon backing up decently far, but they're still playing pretty high press. Both defenders playing right near the halfway mark, so they're looking to play pretty aggressive today. Ball played. Mitchell on the ball now, gets a good touch over to Dierks. Dierks plays the ball. Intended target was Steele, not quite able to get there though. This ball played. A little bit of heavy touch, and that will be a Oregon throw. Throw in comes in, finds Steele. Steele looking, switches field all the way over to Morhoff. Can Morhoff get there? She does. It's a good touch. She's going to be looking for those inside options, sends it in over. Intended target was Dierks. Steele tried to get a through ball in there, but not quite able to set that up. This ball kept in play by the Eagles, but will be kicked out just to steer clear of any danger, and the Panthers will have a throw-in.
The Panthers' offense has been really, really close, but also generally spread out for the field. It looks like if they continue this strategy, they could have a solid chance of getting a goal soon.
Absolutely, they love stretching that field and switching it. You can really catch a lot of teams off guard there as ball swings in from Richardson, just a little bit over the head of Worth, and it will be a goal kick to the Eagles. A lot of chances so far for the Panthers, none coming from the Eagles yet. But the Panthers like doing this. They overwhelm their opponents. They get so many opportunities that one of them is bound to go in over time. So they're going to keep on trying to find the back of the net here. Haven't done so yet, but they're getting closer and closer as this ball goes out for a throw to the Eagles.
Ooh, Eagles did not make that throw inside the field.
A little unlucky there as throw is taken by Morhoff. Morhoff throws this one up to Steele. Steele with a good touch. Looking for her option. Surveys the field. Gets a good over-the-top ball to Worth. Defender for the Eagles gets it, kicks it out, and that will be another Oregon throw. Worth is going to take this one. Good throw over the top, doesn't find anyone. Header goes out of play, and it will be a corner kick. This one taken, as usual, by Amaria Dierks. This one got a good right foot, which he is going to elect to go short over to Worth here. Worth going to take a decent touch, good defense by the Eagles there, and this ball is cleared out just as far as Morhoff. Morhoff gets a good touch, but it is once again cleared, and that will be another Oregon throw.
This game is full of throws already, and it's barely halfway through.
Absolutely, we see a lot of throws coming in from Oregon. As it looks like Sauk Prairie's defensive plan is to kick it out anytime they're not sure of what to do, and you see another one right there, another throw. This one coming in from, will be left for Maddie Morhoff to throw this one in. But yeah, as you said, a lot of throws coming in. We've seen a few corners already as well. There's a lot of balls going out of play, which is kind of slowing down Oregon's attack, as you can see. Ball played in now, goes past everybody. Is good ball played. Morhoff gonna take a cross opportunity here. Good cross. As Worth on the ball now, good touch and a good save by the keeper. Great shot by Worth there to take that on the volley, and will be another corner once again for the Panthers, taken by Dierks.
It's a pretty tight clump of people out there right now.
Ball comes in, it is cleared. As Maddie Moorhoff is going to take this one. Keeper tries to pick it up, but it gets bobbled, and it will be another corner for the Panthers.
Corner kick for the Panthers.
This one will be taken by, I believe that is Steele taking this one. Sends this one in. It's a great kick. Can it find a foot? Dierks just wide of the goal there, finding a foot. A great cross coming in from Kylie Steele. And this will be a goal kick for the Eagles.
This is the first corner kick for the Eagles all game, right?
They've had a few goal kicks. Oregon's had quite a few opportunities from corners, but yeah, Eagles doing a good job getting that one upfield, and play continues here. Worth on the ball, looking for her options. Sends this one through, was trying to find Kylie Steele. Does end up finding Richardson. Richardson taking some great touches, gets it out to Worth in space here. She's gonna look to take a shot right into the keeper's hands for another save.
Just a little bit more to the left, and she would have had a nice clean shot in that goal.
Absolutely. Getting those angles is always vital, as Panthers do regain possession here. Mitchell passes it over to Richardson. Richardson taking some great touches here. Looking for her options, sends it back to Butzik. Butzik gonna send it over to the sideline. That is with Fulmer. Fulmer chasing this one down again. Gets a touch, and the Eagles player will kick it out for an Oregon throw.
So we've got a really wide offense spread this time around, and I wonder how that's going to play out in the goal.
Ooh, good shot attempted there by Kylie Steele. She can hit those. She does pretty often, as she has almost all of Oregon's goals this season. She has 8 goals already in only 4 games. Most of those goals, as I said at the beginning, coming from the 6-0 win against Watertown, where she scored 5. And she's been looking
for the Eagles, number 12, Audrey Brickle.
She's been looking to add to that tally.
Wow, I can see why she's on the starting lineup. Definitely some impressive stats.
Absolutely, especially 5 goals in a game. You don't see that every day. That is quite the feat. This will be kicked by her sister, Summer Steele. Summer over to Maddie Moorhoff. Moorhoff sends this one in. Good header by the Eagle defender, and that one will be cleared just back. Actually does find the foot of a Sauk Prairie player, and this one will be intercepted by Butzik once again onto the foot of Mitchell. It was now over. Just couldn't find Worth there, and it will be a throw for the Eagles.
We hope you are enjoying this exclusive broadcast of Panther Sports on OCA Media. Let your customers and friends know that you care about your community. Join our family of sponsors who help make this program possible. Please contact Paul at ocamedia.com for more information.
As we resume here with Butzik on the ball, doing a great job opening up some space for her players, still with it here. Eagle player gets it just before it passes the end line, so it will be a throw for the Panthers here. Good play by Butzik opening up the field. Tried to get some options. It's a good defensive play there, as Oregon gets a throw in here by Moorhoff, as she's going to send this one in. Tries to find Worth, but it's a little bit high, and a good clear by the Eagle defender. As Mitchell on the ball sends that one over. Was Dierks now back with Steele on the ball here. Looking for some options, has quite a good amount of space here. Elects to send a through ball, but it's gonna go just too far. Looking for Richardson there, and it will be a goal kick for the Eagles as the Eagles will sub.
Number 13, Salazar. Number 17, Dressler.
Number 6 on the Sauk Prairie team has been following the ball between a lot of open Oregon players, and it seems to not have the best effect in the passing game for Sauk Prairie.
Yeah, Oregon likes to play, as you were mentioning, really wide. It's here with Kylie Steele on the ball, still looking for some options here. Got a defender on her, does a good turn, but will be good defense for, once again, another corner for the Panthers.
We've already got a couple of Eagle players down. They keep falling. It's soccer, I guess.
Yeah, there's going to be quite a few of that, a little bit.
Coming on for the Panthers, number 3, Olivia Miller. Number 4, Maya Maloney.
A little bit of an aggressive play from
And number 5, Mackenzie Bijak.
both teams as Panthers sub on 3 players here. Got a lot of players back
Number 9, McAngus.
as the ball gets played in. Good corner, the ball's trying to find some space and it lands in the hands safely of the Sauk Prairie keeper here. The Panthers still have not found the back of the net in many opportunities. This ball cleared out, finds foot of Moroff. Ball gets chipped up in the air and will be played safely back to Steele. Steele gonna look for options, sends it over to Jones. Jones over to Morhoff. Morhoff gonna look up the field, got a lot of time. Sends it to Steele. Steele tries to get a ball over to Worth. Worth does a good job getting that one, but does get deflected off of her for a goal kick for the Eagles once again.
The Sauk Prairie defense is doing a very good job of following the Oregon offensive players. And you have to give the keeper some credit there. She's taking a lot of the goals that Oregon is attempting to make and turning them off into the Eagles.
Yeah, she's got some really good positioning here. She hasn't really had to move too much. None of the whether that be from the shot selection from Oregon not quite being enough into the corners, or if she's just having that good of positioning to make those saves. Worth on the ball here in the corner. Take a nice touch. Takes a shot. And an easy gather up for the keeper once more. Keeper's gonna look for her options. Gonna punt this one up. Falls just short of the halfway mark as Derek's fighting for this one. As now Ingles on the ball. Good defense, a good outside of the foot kick there. Derek's back on the ball, sends it over to Maya Maloney. Maloney gonna send that one back to Butzik. Butzik up to Steele. Steele plays a great ball over to Morhoff. Morhoff looking for options. He's gonna take a shot. It's a good opportunity and a good save from the keeper. Not quite the height that Morhoff would have wanted there.
Nearly bounced out of the keeper's hands there.
Yeah, it is pretty tricky judging those bounces. That one was dipping pretty fast as well, so it's a good job by the keeper to gather that one up. Now ball up with Steele. Fighting for this one, good defense, and it will be an Oregon throw. This one taken by, looks like they're leaving it for number 5, that's Mackenzie Bijak. Throw comes in, finds Maloney, but ball goes out of play, and now it is a Eagle throw going the other way. Ball played in, Maloney with a header. This one doesn't find a target, and ball's played up to the midfield line as Derek's on the ball now, sends it back over to Bijak. Bijak plays that one up, doesn't find an option.
We've got some nice passing attempts coming from the Sauk Prairie team as well, though they all seem to be quite wide and honestly headed towards the Oregon team more than their own.
Absolutely, Worth was in there, but does get called for offsides. That was a good attempt by Steele and Worth, trying to get Oregon their first goal, and it will be a free kick off of the offsides going the other way. Big kick here. Ref has to get out of the way there. Ball gets jostled between Butzik and a opposing player. Good touch by Morhoff there. Opens up some space, sends it up to Worth. Worth with a great turn here, and she's going to use that speed. Gets a deflection off the Eagle player, and it will be a goal kick. Ball gets played up now.
That was a great opportunity for the Sauk Prairie team, but they couldn't make that connection at the end there.
Ball played up. It looked like there was a handball in there, but was deflected off from the Eagle player. And this will be a throw-in for the Panthers here, as Moorhoff's gonna look to send this one up. Not many options besides Worth, and she does find Worth. Worth tries to take a turn, doesn't quite get it. Ball's just on the line there. Worth still fighting for it, doing a great job here. Wins the ball now with Ingles. Ingles with the pass over to Butzik. Over to Steele. Steele tried to get a ball over to Maloney. That was a good idea, and the ball just bounced out of her way just as she was kicking it there. Ball back up to the midway line with a punt by the keeper.
Ooh, that was nice. That was a nice ball up there. But Oregon managed to steal that one back pretty fast.
Speaking of Steele, Summer Steele clears that one out. That will be a throw-in. Throw-in comes in. Ball will be sent up. Jostled around here is Butzik with a good interception once more. She's been on fire with those interceptions, but ref does call a foul, and it will be Oregon's ball going the other way with a free kick here. Not quite sure what the foul is. I wonder, it looked a little bit like a handball, possibly. Ball will be, free kick will be taken by Summer Steele. Takes it short to Butzik. Butzik looking for options, has quite a bit of time here, sends it over to the outside. This one gonna be played up. It was Bijak with the kick, and will be Bijak with the throw here. Bijak throws this one in, finds Kylie Steele. Sends that one back. Butzik up over the top of everyone. Ball doesn't quite have the momentum of our backspin there, and it will go out of play for a Sauk Prairie goal kick, and we will get a substitution of 4 players for the Panthers.
We've had quite a lot of really clean passes, so I'm excited to see how that's going to play out and getting us a point for Oregon.
Number 17, Sophia Fulmer. Number 21, Lisa Richardson.
Quite a bit of subs coming in for the Panthers there. Ball played over. Richardson with the ball here, takes a good touch. Gonna wait for her teammates here, sends it back to Maloney. Maloney with the player on her. That's a good steal, but she gets it right back, and it's back with the Eagles and kick it out for a throw-in. Ball sent over, good deflection. That one is out of bounds and will be thrown in by Fulmer. Butzik on the ball, good touch there. Looking for options, sends this one over. This one will be with Mitchell. Mitchell finds Ingles. Ingles tries to get it over, and looks like she does. It's a good pass over to Maloney. Maloney trying to fit it through. Does get the last touch on the ball though, however, and it will go out for an Eagle goal kick. Still a good amount of action. The Panthers most definitely in control of the possession here, percentage-wise. And this ball played up, but I believe there was a handball called there on Butzik, so it will be a free kick for the Panthers. This will be a good opportunity for the Eagles as they all push up deep into Oregon's half. This one sent over. It's a good low drive. Good defense by Bijak there. Finds Miller. Miller, great job keeping that ball in. Tries to send it into Richardson, but it's a little bit behind her. This ball, good turn by Sauk Prairie here, and she's still going. Took help from Oregon player there of Ingles to keep that one from going anywhere, and this ball will be played out for an Oregon throw once again. This will be taken by Bijak.
again seeing the back and forth possession between Sauk Prairie and Oregon. It's quite entertaining to see the passes back and forth only to get stolen by the other team.
Yeah, there is quite a few possession changes in this game. See that a lot. Sauk Prairie really challenging the passes of Oregon. This will be a throw-in for the Eagles. Throw comes in. Some good possession here. It's gonna be a great interception there, but the Eagle player stays with it. It's back and forth down there with Oregon players. The ball played up over to midfield here. Block almost came in by Richardson. This ball is still going. Comes off the back of Bijak. Now the back of Steele. Ball gets played way high, and the ball was
bounces off the top of the net.
Very, very dangerous play there, and that ball was dipping really fast, and Reese McCabe looked like she had it all covered, but the ball was dipping and hits the roof of the net and went out for a goal kick. And now Eagles back in possession. This is some great play from them.
This is the closest that they've gotten to a point all game.
Yeah, they're really taking advantage of it here. They're doing pretty well here. Good play. Number 6. Ball played over to the outside. It's a good touch. It's pretty heavy. Stays on the end line. Stays in. Some good defense there. That was Sophia Fulmer. This ball played up. Ingles doing a good job getting that. Sends it over to Maloney. That's a good job by Ingles being composed there on the ball. Ball goes out of play for an Oregon throw.
The Oregon defense appears to be a lot more clumped than their offense, but I can't tell if it's the Eagles who are more clumped and that's causing the Oregon team to get clumped, or if it's just how they play defense.
Yeah, their offense is very spread. You see on their defense, they do shift over quite a bit to where the ball is. They aren't quite playing shifted. That's a good save by McCabe there. It's a pretty dangerous one. Not a hard enough pass back there. And Oregon does regain possession in a quite scary opportunity there for the Eagles. This one cleared up off the head of a Eagle player, and that will be a free throw-in for the Panthers deep into the Sauk Prairie's half of the field there.
Yeah, I can really tell that Oregon's trying to hold as much possession in this game as possible to attempt to open up their opportunities throughout the game. They're doing a great job of it so far, but Sauk Prairie is really pushing the defense and offense.
Yes, they are. Sauk Prairie playing brilliant defense so far. They've cleared practically every opportunity, and the only chances on target that the Panthers have been saved quite simply by the keeper. Not too many challenging opportunities yet, but Panthers are going to keep on fighting to get a goal as we resume with a goal kick here. Sends this one high up to the midfield. That's over near Ava Butzik. Does a good job getting that, but the Sauk Prairie player gets a good ball out to the outside here. She's going to have a little bit of space. Being defended here by Fulmer. Fulmer clears that up. This is over to Maloney. Maloney gets that over to Ingles. That's a good clear upfield. Buys Oregon a little bit of time. Richardson gets a deflection now over to Maloney. Maloney going to look for her options. Doesn't have too many players. Miller on the ball. Now it's over to Mitchell. Mitchell going to elect to take it herself. Good defense by the Eagle defender there, as it has been all game, and it'll be another Oregon throw. This one taken by Olivia Miller. Throws this one back. Finds Bijak. Bijak sends this one. Finds Ingles there. Ingles back to Butzik. Butzik tried to get down to Mitchell, but a good interception.
Ooh, that's an Oregon throw in there.
Will once again be an Oregon throw, this one being taken by Bijak.
Right up the line, and it gives Sauk Prairie a nice clean opportunity to kick it.
Here's Bijak. Pressure, Butzik with a good deflection, but it's going to be taken out, and some good speed here by number 17 of the Eagles. but good defensive play there by Jones, sending that one out, and it will be an Eagle throw. Throw-in does find a target. Not too many Eagle players up here, but they're making do with how many players they have and catching a lot of the Oregon defenders off guard. Good defense there by Ingles to intercept that. Still some good play by the Eagles as they're marching up the field. A little bit of a trip there as the Panthers do finally clear, but it runs into the back of Ingles there, and a foul is in the end committed by Summer Steele, and that will be a Sauk Prairie Eagle kick in a pretty dangerous area, just a little bit outside of the 18-yard box. If they have a player with a good right foot, this could be a good opportunity for a shot on goal, but it looks like they will take a shot here, so see where this one goes. Shot comes in, it's a great ball, and just over the top of the net. The Sauk Prairie fans thought it went in, and it did kind of look like it from here. That was a great ball, though.
Definitely some great aim, just a little bit too much power over the top.
Absolutely, and we've seen a few of those dipping down. It's very hard to judge those as a goalkeeper, and so McCabe doing a good job covering her net so far. No goals for either team, as it is scoreless as we enter into just about the 32nd minute mark of the first half, about 8 minutes to go. This one, Steele sends it out to Moorhoff. It's a good touch. Moorhoff, great turn there, sends it up to Worth. Worth on the ball, trips over the ball. That ball thrown or kicked up, good play.
Some really fancy fake outs and footwork could really do the Sauk Prairie and give them a great chance at a shot, but Oregon's managing to stick with it just barely.
Yeah, defense holding strong. There are some great turns by both teams happening. A lot of skill being shown on the field of play here. Moorhoff on the ball now. Tries to get around the defender, but good defense there. As Moorhoff gets the ball for a throw in, sends it in over to Kylie Steele. Steele tried to get that one over. Worth with a good ball over to Steele. Steele megs two players at once. She's still on the ball here. Tried to get across. Hits the face of a Eagle player, and Eagles regain possession here. Good play up here. Ball played upfield. Only gets as far as Jones. Gets a clear, but played over to a Sauk Prairie player, and a little bit of holding from behind. And that will be called as a foul, and it will be a free kick for the Eagles.
Jones is doing a great job of holding the defensive position for Oregon and is very, very good at keeping it away from the goal.
Absolutely, as we saw right there, a good header by Jones, and there'll be another foul called on the Panthers, and it will be a Eagle free kick once more. This one quite a bit further up the pitch. This one will be taken by number 19 of the Eagles.
As long as Oregon's defensive position holds steady, this shouldn't be too much of an opportunity for the Eagles.
Kick was taken by Shadewald, but goes over to Reese McCabe. She gets a good clear up. It's with Kylie Steele on the ball now. Sends that one, tried to get that one through to Richardson, not quite able to get there. Switching field now over to Moorhoff. Moorhoff doing a great job on this near sideline this whole half. The ball taken as she tried to get around her to defender, but is a throw in back to her, and she gets that one quick over to Worth. Worth with a big touch there, goes out. That will be another throw for the Panthers. This one thrown in. This is Brickle on the ball now, but that one gets sent down, and will be a Oregon throw once again. This is Worth looking for some options. Takes a big throw, tries to get it over to Kylie Steele with multiple defenders around her. Ball does go out of play. Oregon throw. This will be taken, or actually left for Maddie Moorhoff here.
I've noticed that the Sauk Prairie team has a lot of really, really fast players. Some even faster than our Oregon players, but
Oh, definitely a foul there.
Oh yeah, that looks painful.
As Mitchell a little bit too harsh on the player from the Eagles there, as it will be a free kick taken by Shadewald here. Big booming kick over the top. This one will be covered by Jones. She's gonna let this one go out. Good block to keep that one in Oregon's possession here, as Moorhoff takes this throw, sends it up, finds Worth. Worth does get a little bit of contact from behind, but throw will be taken by the Eagles here, and there will be substitutions for them as well, as 3 subs come in.
For the Eagles is now
This has been a very, very intense game so far, and there's been a lot of strong kicks that send the ball out of the field and switching possessions all the time.
Absolutely, as you mentioned, a lot of possession changes. Both teams, Oregon having a little bit more possession, but the Eagles have done a great job as the game has gone on of getting more chances. And as you see here, they're back with the ball. Shadewald throws this one in over to Butzik. Butzik gonna take some good touches here. Gets a little bit of a clear, but only goes as far as Sauk Prairie defender. That's number 10, that's Jans. Gets this one over to midfield with Brickle. Ball played upfield. Some good defense on that far sideline for the Panthers. It's Sophia Fulmer. Ball goes out of play. Will be an Oregon throw here. Quick. Reese Richardson throws this one over. Finds Diericks in the end. Ball will be played up, and Steele was chasing that one, and the defender wanted to clear that one of any danger, and ball goes out of play for an Oregon throw once more. So is this one over the top? Steele with a good kick over the top, over to Richardson. That's a great find. Richardson looking for option, sends that one to the middle. It's great defense by the Sauk Prairie.
I've noticed that they enjoy kicking the ball out, even if it's Oregon possession, just to make sure that the game slows down and Oregon has less opportunities to make the goal.
Yeah, Sauk Prairie is really slowing down Oregon's attack, and they're doing a great job of it. Anytime they get the ball on defense, they're kicking it out, and Oregon isn't seeming to pick up on capitalizing on some of these throws that they're getting. They've gotten too many to count already, as we have Steele on the ball now for the Panthers. Steele taking some great touches. He's going to look to send this one over. Finds Moorhoff all the way on the side. Moorhoff going to try and get through 2 defenders. Almost does, but it's a good clear. There is a foul called, though, on Moorhoff, so it will be Eagle free kick here, just in the 18-yard box. So this one is going to be quite a difficult one to get cleared, as this one goes as far as Moorhoff once again, but doing a great job defense, but good play there. That was for the Eagles. Still on the ball, that is Kaufman. As we see Steele on the ball. Sends that one over to Richardson, who's wide open over there. Looking for some options. He's in the 18-yard box now, looking to pass the ball, but isn't quite able to find anyone. It's great defensive play as we have a minute left in the half. It's a great clear over to Steele. Steele takes a big touch, and this will be an opportunity for the Eagles to possibly break. Fulmer does an amazing job getting that one cleared of any danger, and actually wins the Panthers throwing off of that. Diericks does a good touch there, sends that one up, finds Worth with a good amount of space, but a really heavy touch. It wasn't quite sure if that was a pass or just a miscue by Worth there. Ball gets sent up over to Butzik. Butzik on the ball takes a little bit heavy of a touch, but ball does go out of play for a Panther throw anyway. Ball thrown in by Maloney over to Worth. Worth looking for some options. Doesn't have much time here. She's got about
9, 8.
The countdown for 10 seconds to begin. This ball is going to be Kicked over to Morov.
2.
Doesn't quite get there, and it will go out of play.
Half time, we are deadlocked.
Out of
The
play
Oregon
right at the
Panthers
last
0,
second.
Sauk Prairie Eagles 0.
Perfect timing there as half comes to a close. Score still even Steven at 0-0, and neither team really having too difficult of a time getting shots. Both teams having a great chances each. What did you like that you saw?
Well, I noticed that the Oregon offense appears to be extremely spread out, which causes the Eagles to spread out and oftentimes clump on one defender, leaving a lot of Oregon players open. The Eagles' offense is also quite spread out, but Oregon players like to clump towards around the ball as well, and it leaves the Oregon goal open. And we've got a lot of risk takers on our team, so it should lead to be an interesting second half.
Absolutely, and as you said, Oregon doing a great job of stretching that field. On defense, they are looking a little bit clumped, though. They do look like they are seeming to panic, so they're going to look to compose themselves before the start of this second half. And we'll be right back with the start of the second half of Panther Soccer, only on OCA Media, your home for Panther Sports. Welcome back to this exclusive broadcast of Panther Soccer on OCA Media, your home for Panther Sports. This exclusive broadcast of Panther Soccer is brought to you in part by these fine sponsors: the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play; Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community; the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking; the Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping you thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations. Thank you to all of our generous sponsors who make all these broadcasts possible. Wouldn't be here without you, and really appreciate the support. As we get into the second half, still scoreless here between the Oregon Panthers and the Sauk Prairie Eagles. A lot of good play in the first half. What would you like to see in the second half, Maya?
Well, I know that I definitely want to see some points for the Panther team, but I also want to see a slightly tighter defense from the Panthers, and I want to see a lot more opportunities and shots at goal. So,
yeah, that's me too, Emma. That's perfect, and we've seen plenty of shots so far. We see quite a bit of from both teams. Panthers more so, but not too many shots that are really challenging the keeper too much. There's a lot of them either fired way off target or right at the keeper. Here with Richardson with a quick attack right at the beginning. Good shot. Takes a bounce off of Steele, and this ball will be cleared over to the sideline for the Eagles. Good defense there. That was Fulmer for the Panthers, as this ends up back in the Panthers' possession here with Diericks on the ball.
already starting into the second half, and we have some really high tosses, high passes from the Oregon team.
Yeah, I need to keep it down a little bit. It's very hard to control those ones in the air. It's a good ball over to Worth from Diericks. Worth tries to thread it through, but isn't quite able to, and it will be a throw for the Panthers. Throws this one in. Good header. Clear. Butzik with the interception as ends back with Steele. Steele gets a really high kick there. Sends that one up over to Kylie Steele. Now this one sent over. Clear was attempted, and it's going to stay with the Eagles. That's a big trip by the Panthers.
The Oregon offense is feeling a lot closer together than it was in the first half, and I'm excited to see how that's going to play out. It's a little bit different approach.
So we see Jones send this one back over to Steele. Yeah, I completely agree. Oregon needed to change something because they're getting chances, but not ones that are really easy for them. As good steal by Worth here. She's going to look to take this one on her own. She takes this into open space here. Looking, sends this over to Richardson. Richardson with a good touch. She doesn't have anybody with her at the moment, and she's going to take this all alone. Tries to cut back inside, but it is taken away and freed of any danger there by the Eagle defender. This will be another throw for the Panthers. Taken by Moorhoff here. Throws this one in, finds Steele. Steele looking for some options. Good cross in. If she could find a head, Butzik was there and waiting, but a little bit too high for her, as ball will go all the way out of play for an Eagle throw.
If Butzik could have connected there, that would have had a very, very open shot, and that would have been a great opportunity for a Panther point.
Yeah, ball didn't quite dip down enough, but still a great opportunity in the end. It's really close to goal, their best chance of the half so far. Ball played over. This is dribbled around. That's with Moorhoff. Ball cleared now over to the Eagles. Nobody there to support yet, as the pressure from Jones coming in. That's going to be a foul from behind, and that will be a free kick for Sauk Prairie.
We've definitely got a very physical game going on. It's a little bit rougher than the first half, actually. And we have number 19 on the Sauk Prairie team kicking it in.
Yeah, this one is going to be cleared. Number 19 was Shadewald taking that one. Worth tries to get a header on that does, but is impeded a little bit, as it will be a throw for Sauk Prairie. Good interception by Worth there. That's going to be kicked out for another throw to the Eagles. Good header there by number 17. That is Fulmer, and this one's jostled around a little bit, but ends up in equal possession. That is a great ball by Brunig there. This ball cleared just outside to the Sauk Prairie player. It's going to be kicked, and an easy gather up for Reese McCabe in goal. This one's going to be cleared out.
That's a nice opportunity for the Oregon players. That was a great ball.
Yeah, it's really nice to find feet there off of such a high punt, and ball hits Sauk Prairie player, but she does a good job rebounding that and kicks it over to the sideline with the Eagles. This is a great ball by Kleist. Stays with it and wins her team a throw in here.
It's out on the Panthers for a Sauk Prairie throw.
This one going over, a good ball by Steele. That's a great pass over to Richardson. Richardson gets an even better ball into Worth. Worth doesn't quite get the ball. Ends with it. A great shot from that opportunity, and it'll be a corner kick for the Panthers. That was a great save by the keeper as well.
Oh, that was so close. If Worth could have just a little sooner, that would have been an open shot and a perfect goal for the Panthers.
Yeah, Emma, really looked like Worth didn't quite get it to the ball in time. She got to it a little bit late. That was a beautiful ball played in. Don't know if got a little bit too out in front of her or what. But this is a great cross coming in. Can it find a head of somebody? Not quite yet. Ball gets cleared with a lot of open space here. Will be taken by Fulmer. Fulmer tries to get that one into the box. Is cleared back to her. Now back to Steele. Steele sends that one up. Gets pushed from behind, and it will be a foul. Panther free kick.
This game has gotten a lot more physical in the second half. That's something I was not expecting from seeing just the first couple minutes.
Absolutely, Emma, and you see both teams really want to find that first goal. They're gonna do whatever they can to get it, as Steele sends this one a little bit way off target there. I think she just caught a little bit too much of the outside of her foot, and this one will go out for a goal kick. This ball, goal kick, taken by, I believe that is Shadewald. They're taking that. Finds a player in open space. That's a great ball, and that's an even better ball there. Over to Kleist, and she's got a little bit of space, but was called for a foul. I believe the ref was playing advantage there and was waiting for the Eagles to lose possession, and once they did, called the ball back for a foul. This will be Shadewald taking this kick as well.
We had a really nice save keeping that ball in bounds from the Sauk Prairie team. It's quite impressive.
It's a great ball over the top as McCabe calls that one out. Good roller over to Mitchell, who's not quite able to get the touch he wanted, but does a good job getting it back. Tries to send that one up. Richardson in a chase there for the ball, and it is going to be an Oregon throw. They're going to go quick here. Richardson back in play right away to Worth. Worth looking for her options here. Cutting inside, sends that one across, but all of her players ran a little bit in front of that. So it'll be Moorhoff on the ball now. Sends a nice roller over to Kylie Steele.
Oregon offense is like a lot tighter versus how it was in the first half, and I'm wondering if they did that to throw off the Sauk Prairie team.
Absolutely, yeah, they're still spreading the field a little bit, but yeah, they are playing much closer knit together, and it's not really hurt or helped them too much. I mean, they have been getting some good opportunities, and this one deflects and just out of bounds. It will be a Panther throw in here. Will be taken by Fulmer. All played in. This one with Dierks, sends that one over the top. Richardson gonna chase that one. Staying with it, great ball into Worth. Worth's gonna leave that for Steele. Steele with a shot. Oh my.
Ooh, the keeper just barely caught that one. It nearly left her hands. Oh, that was so close for an Oregon goal.
Just barely got to that one. I believe she tripped on the grass there when she went to get that. It kind of dipped out of the way a little bit, but it's a great save and a good shot. The shot didn't have really much power, it just was rolling. It was
a great placed shot for the moment.
Yeah, that was a good save. That was shade walled in goal for the Eagles, and this ball will be with Oregon back on defense with Steele now. Steele looking for some options, gonna send this one upfield. Tried to find her sister Kylie, but wasn't quite able to get it there, and it's back with Steele.
The wind's picking up quite a bit.
Is still advantage here. Ref letting play go on. This ball will be played. Inbounds will be a Eagle throw-in, as they do have some substitutions coming in, 3 of them there. And we will await the throw.
And number 19.
Do we await the throw?
And number 16, Lady Hannah.
Ball thrown in, does find an Eagle player, and this is some great defense by Butzik there.
Correction, that's number 15, Sophia Hansen.
Does clear that one up. Be a good touch. Richardson doing her best to intercept these, and with the pressure mounting, Dierks intercepts that one. Will be Worth on the ball here. Dribbling this one upfield, taking it all by herself. She's gonna look to try to take that one a little bit more, but good interception by number 15 of the Eagles.
Whew. Number 17 on Oregon just barely made it past that.
Absolutely, and this one going up is gonna find Jones. On defense, sends this one over to Mitchell. Mitchell staying with the ball, sends this one over to Morhoff. Morhoff gonna take her time, look for her options. Tries to cut it inside, but that's some great defense there by the Eagles. But another interception once again by Ava Butzik. She's been all over those all day, and this will be a throw-in for the Eagles in a little bit in their own half, as we will resume play after the throw-in.
If the Oregon players were to put a little bit more pressure on their offense, I'm sure that they'd be able to have even more opportunities than what they have right now, and it'd definitely lead to a point at some time in the future.
Absolutely, I'm expecting a goal sometime soon here, as pressure will be mounting as time goes on for one of these teams to score. As Steele gets a good ball in, Worth isn't quite able to get there, and it's an easy gather up for Shadewald there.
That was a clean kick straight through.
Yeah, it goes past everybody. This one all the way through, and this one will be kicked over. Dierks didn't quite get a great touch on that, but we'll end up at the feet of Reese McCabe in goal. Likes to pick it up, and she has a lot of space with Summer Steele on this side. I'm surprised it isn't going quick, as McCabe elects to punt it. This one goes all the way up to the center. Over to Kylie Steele. Couldn't quite find the ball, and it's with Worth now. Worth creating great space for herself here. She's gonna look for some opportunities, sends this one in. Finds Steele. Now back with Dierks. Dierks takes a shot with that left foot, and it'll deflect for, it was a kick out by the keeper of the Eagles, but didn't quite get too far. Now it'll be back with Steele here on the defense of the Panthers, and she has plenty of time here. She can really do whatever she wants. Tries to find Worth over there, but does end up finding Mitchell. Mitchell sends that one a little bit too far. That one is kicked out of play for a throw into the Panthers, as we'll get one sub from each team. Coming on to the Panthers is Mackenzie Bijak, coming on for Fulmer on that right back spot.
Salazar returns for the Eagles. For the Panthers,
The Eagles are
Mackenzie
matching
Bijak.
Oregon's offense very, very well with a tight defense. One that's sort of clumped, but it's also following the Oregon's lead and in their
Corner kick,
offense.
Oregon.
Absolutely, as we see that ball go out of play, it's a corner, and once again another substitution right off of the back of the previous substitutions, but this time it's
Maloney
2
and
players for Oregon.
Eagles back on for Panthers.
This ball will be delivered in. So it's a great near kick. The ball jostled around, it's up in the air. Anyone could get a foot on it, but it's great defense by the Eagles once again. Staying with it though is Jones. Some great play, but will go out of play, and it will be a goal kick to the Eagles. That's some great play, keeping it out of any danger. The Eagle defense has been almost perfect the entire game, and if you're going off of goals, they have been perfect. Or goals allowed, they haven't had any. Still scoreless as we are about 15 minutes into the second half. That's a good ball. Reese Richardson here on the ball. Looking for some options. It's a great fake out. Goes over to Ingles. Ingles. Oh, Diericks almost had that one. It's a touch by Morhoff. Now on that far side. Morhoff tries to get a ball through, but isn't quite able to get there as Maloney comes in for some help. Morhoff gets the ball, sends that one up. Richardson tries to get a header, but it's very difficult to get enough power off of a header from that range, and ends up in the hands of the keeper.
We've seen a lot of fancy footwork, and that's allowed for a lot of fake outs in this game, but it's also led to a lot of physicality and running into one another. So
Yeah, there's a lot of physical play here. As you could see, Richardson on the ball was getting run into a fair bit, and this ball goes out. Will be a throw for Morhoff. Quick and easy throw to Maloney as Morhoff back on the ball here. Tries to find a teammate, but ends up at the foot of Eagle player. Good defense there. Coming across was Jones. Gets that over to Bijak. Bijak looking for an option. Sends that one over to Richardson. Richardson tried to get it, but goes off of Eagle player, and it will be a throw in. Richardson leaving this one for Bijak. Bijak going to look for her options. I'm assuming she's going to go near side over to Richardson as goes over. It will be a throw for the Panthers once again, as that one is deflected out of bounds. This one also taken by Bijak, and she's going to go a little bit deeper. This one goes over to Richardson. Some great clear, but amazing defense by Summer Steele there. Sends that one in over to Diericks. Diericks gets a good ball over to Richardson. She's going to get that one just before it gets out. Slips and falls, but stays with it. That's how much determination she has, and is dragged down.
ooh, that looked like a really painful fall.
Yeah, it was a defender dragged down Richardson there, so she couldn't get near the goal, which usually that would be a yellow, since Richardson did have quite open field there and was just taken down just to make sure that she didn't get an opportunity on goal there. But in the end, it is a free kick just outside of the 18-yard box on the near side, but will be taken by Kylie Steele here. This is a very dangerous space for the Panthers. They going to look to send this one in. Gets a good ball in. That's a perfect ball. Great save off of the palm of the keeper. And this game stays level. That was a great service by Kylie Steele, but the keeper does a great job getting a hand up to get that one down, and this game stays scoreless as Butzik goes down. Morhoff sends this one over to Ingles. Ingles now over to Maloney. Maloney on that far side, looking to send this one across. Tried to find Richardson, but good defensive play. This ball is resumed, and Bijak in the chase down does get the last touch, though, and it will be an Eagle throw. Substitutions coming in for the Eagles.
Oh, I can't get over that. I can't get over that almost made shot. That was a wild, wild kick. I'm surprised that the keeper managed to grab it.
Yeah, Kylie Steele with that really powerful left foot she has. She got that one very high. That's a great save by the keeper, and you can see the keeper in goal has quite a bit of height, so as you see some of those go in, just because the keeper can't quite reach it up that high, Shadewall doing a great job in goal so far. I mean, I don't know quite the amount of number of shots, but she's denied Steele quite a bit of times tonight.
We've had quite a few consecutive Eagles toss-ins recently.
That's a header out of play. Bijak getting a little bit too much on that one, and it will be a throw-in for the Eagles.
I think that's close to around 5 for the Eagles in a row.
Yeah, they've had quite a bit as the Panthers are just trying to keep this one out of their possession. That's another throw-in for the Eagles. Once again, that's 6. It's a good clear coming in from Summer Steele there. Finds her sister, Kylie Steele, but Kylie gets a little bit too big of a touch on that one as is chased out. It is kicked out by the Eagles, though, so Panthers will regain possession pretty deep in the field, just about the midway point. Throw-in will come in from Moorhoff, sends this one over the top. Over to Steele. Steele with the great header. Finds Maloney. Maloney using some great speed here. Gonna cut back inside. That's a great touch. Sends this one across over to Richardson, and Richardson gets a little bit too much on that.
That was a great pass.
Absolutely, a little bit high. Richardson had to take a very difficult touch there to keep that one in play, and as you see, that one goes out and will be a goal kick for the Eagles. So we are just over halfway through this second half. Score 0-0. Both teams doing a great job of defending as well as getting some nice shots. Oregon having the majority of shots, but the Eagles haven't had any problem getting some of their own. Good defense by Butzik there in the midfield as Steele tries to send. That's a really great ball over to Maloney. Maloney's going to chase that down. That's a great opportunity. Sends it across, and nobody quite there. Richardson on the ball here.
Oh, that was so close. Just a little bit more to the left, and it probably would have gone in.
Richardson does a great job chasing that one down. I don't think she's quite able to get herself set there as ball kind of rolled over her foot, and she kicked it a little bit with the outside.
Number 16, Celia Mitchell.
A little bit with the outside of her foot there as we're going to get some subs off of this goal kick. We will see Addison Worth come back on the field in place of Reese Richardson, who had that last shot. This ball booted up to midfield, finds a player on the Eagles, and this one we sent over just a little bit too much on that one. Will be an Oregon throw. Will be taken by Bijak. Bijak, good quick throw over to Mitchell. Celia Mitchell on the ball here now. Sends that one over. Doesn't find anybody. Butzik was in the area, but did drop right to a Eagle defender. Butzik still on the ball. She's doing a great job fighting for those in the midfield. It's a header up in the air. Bijak does a solid job clearing it for now, but does end up right back in the possession of the Eagles. Bijak with a good interception, staying with the ball here. This is some great play by Mackenzie Bijak. Sends this one over to Maloney now. Maloney looking. There's a great interception on that far sideline. It was number 2 for the Eagles, Uzelman. This one with Moorhoff on the ball. Great defense, but Eagle player still staying with it. This is some great play here. Sends it in. That's a orthodox save for Reese McCabe there. Eagles daring ever so close to a goal. Some good opportunities here in the past few minutes. as that ball is cleared convincingly out of play for another Panther throw.
We have had a tough time defending against the Eagles, and they've put up a great fight, but we've held up quite strong, and we've put up our own fight that the Eagles have had to worry about as well.
Yeah, you can see both teams really being tested defensively, and this is Steele on the ball here, going to look to test the Eagle defense some more. She's going to take a shot. It's going to be some great block. This ball cleared away any future danger for now. Jones sends this one back to Steele. Steele's going to gather his control, has quite a bit of time. Jones back on the ball, sends this one up, tried to find Diericks there, but this one will be paused, and I believe it'll be a card, and it will be a yellow card.
Who's the yellow card on?
I believe that was on Diericks. Yeah, it is. It was on Maria Diericks, and she has to come off the field now. Didn't see quite enough contact, in my opinion, for a yellow there, just a regular foul, but we are pretty far away from the field of play right now, so must have been enough there, as it will be a free kick off of that yellow card. Free kick awarded to the Eagles. They're going to take it here now. It's a great ball over, but good defense by Jones. Gets that one a little bit cleared, and this one will be cleared by Morhoff over to Steele. Steele does a great job getting this ball. She's going to send that one. Oh. Tried to get Worth in stride, but is deflected, but Steele does a good job getting that ball back in. Tried to stay aggressive on that one, but it goes out for a throw to the Eagles.
We've had some great interceptions on both sides. I'm still seeing the back and forth between the Oregon and the Eagles.
Absolutely, Emma. We've seen that from, I'd say, my star players for the interception game on Panthers have been Bijak and Butzik. Butzik in that midfield and Bijak right there getting that one out of bounds. They're doing a great job really reading these passes as they come off the feet of Sauk Prairie players. Is this one, that's a great shot. McCabe palms that one and stays in play though for a little while as it goes out for only a throw, as this is back with Sauk Prairie. They're gonna take a rolling shot. That one cleared by Steele. Good touch. She's gonna try and take a shot. Another good block. Cleared by Steele once again. This one jostled up in the air. Good touch on the ground. He's gonna go around. Bijak tries to clear that. Still also back up in the air, as a much better clear coming in from Jacqueline Jones. Or Jalen Jones, sorry.
Jalen, yep.
And this one with Maya Maloney. Really good opportunity here. Tries to get it to Worth. Worth falls down, and that's a PK. And as you can see, or as you can hear from the fans, it's very divided on that.
We hear a lot of commentary and comments from the audience in our position. It's quite loud, actually.
Yeah, and it's a very debatable one. I'm not quite sure what it was on, probably just from behind. This will be Kylie Steele taking the shot. She has 8 goals this season. Trying to give Oregon their first of the game to make it 9 on the season. Kylie Steele delivers.
That is a goal for the Panthers. 1-0, and the first point of the game.
Number 19, Kylie Steele.
Coming off of that PK, that's Kylie Steele's 9th goal in 5 games. And she gives Oregon the lead with just under 13 minutes to go in this second half in this very contested match. Eagles doing a brilliant job all game of defending. They haven't had near the offense that the Panthers have had, so they're going to have to step it up here the rest of the game.
That was sincerely one of the best goals that I have seen, and one of the best opportunities that the Panthers have seen this entire game.
Yeah, with PKs gives you that one-on-one with the keeper, and usually when Kylie Steele's in that position, she's bound to score. It's not really a question of if, it's more of how. This one's buried into the bottom right corner and gives Oregon that vital lead into the later half of this game. That ball goes out of play. We'll stay with Oregon though, and will be a throw in for the Panthers. Maddie Moorhoff taking this one. This ball with Butzik. Butzik doing a great job staying with this one. Sends that one up. Tried to find a player, but it is once again cleared by Eagles. That one goes into the road.
Ooh. We've got some really powerful kicks here. Is that the second ball on the road this time around, or?
I believe that's the first, but yeah, not too high of fences here at Huntoon Field, so a lot of balls do go out into the street, unfortunately, but it's gotta clear the ball as far as possible so players can't get on in. It's always a safe option, so good play by the defense. Reese Richardson on the ball here now, looking for some options. Tries to send that one over to Steele, but isn't quite able to get there as Butzik on the ball. Sends that one over, gets it over to Richardson.
Oh!
Moorhoff tried to clear that one upfield and hits.
Ah, that was a really solid smack to the face there.
Hits the Sauk Prairie player pretty hard, and she is down for now. That's going to take a pause in play at the 27:30 mark. Or 67th.
That looked really painful. Full force right in the face. Ouch.
Yeah, it's always going to hurt, especially when you're, even more so when you're tired. You've been running quite a bit, and it's a little bit of a breezy and colder day out there. So hopefully everything is all right, and we will resume once the player is up and it's assured that they're okay.
Ooh, that was close to a point blank range too. That was, oh.
Yeah, never fun when you're on the receiving end of one of those. I know in my days of soccer I've taken some point blank, as you were saying, and never feels good. I mean, looks like the player is sitting up and all right now, just regaining a little bit of their head there as they're back on their feet now. The coach over there look to be okay. Obviously they're going to take concussion protocol as usual, so I wouldn't be surprised if, unfortunately, that player doesn't return. Can't quite see the number from here of who that is. Looks to be, it is number 9 on Sauk Prairie. That is Heimbach.
Oh, let's hope she's okay. That did not look like a pleasant moment.
Yeah, just got to meet with the trainer real quick, make sure everything's all right, and we will resume play here. It's going to be a drop ball to Panthers with, looks like, will be a drop ball back in play here now as we resume with Butzik on the ball. Goes down and ball still in play. Reese Richardson on the ball, sends this one over. Ball cleared, but only as far as Bijak. Ball takes a wicked bounce there. Bijak staying with it. It's a good defense by Eagle defender.
And it was out on the Panthers for an Eagles ball.
Number 11, Kleiss. Ball played. This is Worth. Now over to Steele. Steele gonna look to send that one through, but just out of the reach of Richardson. That was such a good idea. I was expecting a shot, but that was a smarter option in that play to pass that one. This one cleared upfield just past halfway as Panthers send this one back up. Jones sending that one up. Now on the ball, Richardson jostling around, trying to defend multiple people at once. This ball will go out of play for a Panther throw. Richardson taking this throw. Throws that one in. Doesn't look like it went back in play at all, so it will be a throw going back the other way for Eagles. Actually, it did go in play, must have bounced back out, and so now Eagles have a throw in. Back over to Richardson now. She's got quite a bit of space. He uses it. Richardson taking a nice dribble here. He's going to take a shot.
Ooh.
Good near post save by Shadewald.
That was a real close one too.
This one will be punted all the way up to midfield. Good step by Morhoff. Over to Worth now on the ball. She's going to look to take on a defender and does. Good move. Tries to get a cross in, but defender did a good job, yeah, clearing that one out. And as she did so, Worth took her out, or took her legs out, so it will be a free kick for the Eagles going the other way.
Oh, that was a great opportunity for the Panthers if that defender didn't block it.
Yeah, really unfortunate there with the foul as well, as it gives the Eagles the ball back as Butzik interferes with play there, so that'll be a free kick for the Eagles. Eagles got plenty of time to score another one here as there's 10 minutes left in this half. Ball gets sent up there by Shadewald. This one is headed out by, I believe that's Morhoff over there, yep. This will be Mitchell on the ball. Mitchell gets a good ball up to Worth. Worth's gonna look to take a good touch here, sends it just straight, and he's gonna win the speed battle there. Does get a touch, but it will be off her and out of bounds. Throw in coming in, and that's a great ball. That play on the near side by Kleist has been really helping out the Eagles. This one will be throw-in for the Eagles after the substitution, subbing in 2 players here. Throw will be taken by Jans. Here.
We've got a little bit of a stumble in the footwork. I'm guessing that everyone is getting exhausted.
Yeah, no, it's that time of the game where players are kind of losing their a lot of their stamina, and still good play from both teams. Worth sends this one over, tries to find Steele, but isn't quite able to. Good play there. That's a good touch by the Eagles as they stay with the ball a little bit discombobulated. Good steal. Richardson on the ball now. Richardson sends this one over. Nobody there to gather that one, though. That was a little bit too much to the center of the field. Ball being controlled by Shadewald, sends that one up. Good block by Diericks as that'll go out of play for a throw-in to the Eagles. As it will, I believe, be a sub. Oh, nope, it's player was standing a little bit too close to the center, the subs line there, and so we will just resume with a throw-in with no subs. Throw-in comes in, deflected off of Bijak. That will be, once again, another throw. Throw coming in for the Eagles goes over the top. It's well defended by Summer Steele. That will be a goal kick for the Panthers, as we will see.
The whole field is really, really stretched right now, and I have seen a lot of gathering and clumping from both sides of the team on offense and defense combined. So this is a lot wider of a play, so it might lead to a slightly different results than what we've been getting so far.
Yeah, they're really stretching the field, are the Panthers. We've seen players on complete opposite ends of the field, really, and this is great play from them. Mitchell, good interception there on the ball. Sends it over, tries to find Richardson. Richardson wasn't quite able to get a touch on that one. Will be cleared into the road, and that will be a throw-in for the Panthers. This one will be taken by Morhoff. That one thrown in.
This is a very tall game. We've seen a lot of really high kicks.
Yeah, there's sometimes that's smart. And Worth on the ball, very close, great defending. That will be a corner, almost a great opportunity, good chance at least.
Yeah, If we had Worth able to intercept that, we definitely would have had a nice open shot on the goal.
Yeah, and still Oregon's ball with a corner kick here. This will be taken by Dierks. Dierks with a pretty solid delivery to the top of the box. Goes past everybody, but ends up at the feet of Mitchell. Now Worth. That's a great defensive job by the Eagles, as it has been all game. They really haven't faltered much. The Panthers' only goal coming off of a PK that scored by Kylie Steele, if you weren't with us. And the Panthers have really been having a hard time getting past this Sauk Prairie defense. That ball being sent up, and keeper didn't end up touching that one. Couldn't quite see it from our angle, but I would be surprised if the keeper did get a touch on that one, especially considering the ball was going out already. This ball going to be cleared up the field by the Eagles. Shade wall there, and she takes most of the goal kicks for the Eagles. This one with Dierks. It's a great interception for the Eagles. That was number 12, Brickle. Now on the ball is Kleist. Good interception by Bijak as the ball goes out of throw. Kleist will throw this one in for the Eagles. This ball sent upfield by Dierks. Isn't quite able to find the foot of a Panther player, but Sauk Prairie recovering here.
They're bringing it quite close to their own goal for a clean steal.
It's an excellent steal by Reese Richardson, as Kylie's steal on the ball. Tried to get that one through, but fell down in the process. Sends this one up. It's going to be over with Worth now. Worth, it's a good touch. She does have a defender on her back. This is a ball with Butzik now. Butzik sends this one over. Doesn't find anyone. Kleist with a good interception. And stays with the ball. This is some great play by Sauk Prairie, as they're going to look to get their first goal here in the dying moments of the game with about 4 minutes left. It's a good interception by Butzik, as there will be a substitution for the Eagles.
For Sauk Prairie, number 13, Monica Salazar.
When we resume with the game, Kleist will throw this one in.
With all of the breakaways happening on either team, it leaves a lot of people left behind and a very, very open field. And if you can get the right amount of your own players and the right amount of the defenders, that would leave a really, really, really wide shot, especially for Oregon, with some great, great players.
That's a good point, and as we see here, Sauk Prairie really mounting the pressure here. We'll go out for a corner kick here, as Eagles really pressing high now, as they know that they need a goal to tie up this game. This will be huge for them to come out of this game with a draw or even a win if they can get a quick goal here. Panthers are projected to win this game coming into this game on paper. Great ball played in here. This is going to be a tough one. Out to the top of the box is a great clear by Dierks, though, in the end, and Worth is on the ball. This could be a nice counterattack for the Panthers, as they have a lot of players upfield here now. Worth sends that one over the top. It's going to be over to Richardson. Richardson on the ball, takes a touch inside. She's all alone here. Takes a nice shot, Richardson. Oh, man. Just wide right of the goal, but what a great opportunity. What a excellent play by Richardson.
That was a really great chain of events. Those were some beautiful passes to one another. If Oregon can keep it up, I see a goal in the last 4 minutes of the game.
Absolutely, that is quite the opportunity. And they're going to get another one here with Richardson on the ball. Sends this one back to Steele. Steele looking for her options. Takes it all the way to the outside. I wonder if she's going to try and buy. Yeah, she's going to try and buy some time here. Does go out for a throw, and will be a Panther throw. Just under 2 minutes remaining. This throw will come in from Moorhoff.
Just a light toss in.
Yeah, it is just going to be a time-wasting tactic here by the Panthers. Just going to keep it in that corner. It's very tough to play against that at this level. They are just going to try and hold on to that 1-goal lead, and throw comes in, but The Eagles get a throw in here off of a messed up throw by the Panthers there. I believe the ball didn't go fully over their head. So Eagles had some possession, but it goes right back to the Panthers here as they're going to
1 minute
resume back, trying to get back to that corner flag to get themselves some more time wasted off the clock. Looks like the Panthers are just going to settle with that 1-goal lead of theirs. They're not going to try and increase it at all. Ball does go out of play, and it's with the Eagles now, so they might get one last opportunity with about 40 seconds left to play.
As long as Oregon can keep possession, there shouldn't be much of a chance for the Eagles anymore.
It's going to be really tough to get out of this press as the Panthers are just continuing to keep it in that corner. It's really that is surprisingly not a foul, but looked like clean play with no arms. Richardson isn't quite able to get the ball there as this ball is cleared to the top of the box. Game is going to be paused as there is an injury in the corner. I was a little bit surprised by the no call there. It did look like all body, but it was a little bit physical play.
It was quite forceful from the angle that I see, and that's 2 injuries for Sauk Prairie so far. That's quite physical of a game.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hope that player's okay, as there is only 10 seconds left in this half. It's really not a optimal time to have an injury. Hopefully it's not serious at all, especially when the game is in its dying moments and almost over.
We can probably say that there's not much of a chance for the Eagles anymore, especially with 2 of their players out for the count.
Yeah, it's really going to be a tough one for the Eagles here. They'd have to get a really great ball and clear. I'd be quite shocked if they are able to get this one going, as the ref he's got to wait for the player. The player's still down. They are sitting up right now. I wonder if was an injury. They are actually going to resume play real quick just to end the game. Player is still on that end line over there, but the ref, I'm assuming, just wants the game to end. The ball will be on its way, and the Panthers will be on their way to a win.
Panthers 1, the Sauk Prairie Eagles 0. Thank you for your support of the school athletics. Happy Easter.
The Panthers have a victory today. Maybe a little bit of a physical one, but it's a victory, and they definitely had their work cut out for them this time.
Yeah, and as we draw to the end of the game, I'd like to thank our sponsors one last time, as this exclusive broadcast of Panther Soccer is brought to you in part by the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping youth thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stone Health, and Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations. So, overall, some great play. Emma, what did you like that you saw?
Oh, I definitely really appreciated how they decided to switch tactics about halfway through and go from a spread out play to a more clumped one to try and throw the Eagles off. I do think the physicality behind the game was a little bit extreme, but that is kind of expected in a sport with a lot of kicking and running after a ball.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oregon's a very physical team. They're really aggressive, and you saw that play. Both sides doing a good job. Oregon getting a lot more of the fouls called on them, which is understandable, as you see a lot of physicality, and yeah, a good result, as they'll be now 3-2 on the season with the win over Sauk Prairie, a very good team here, and so Panthers are going to look to build off this. We're going to quick look as the Panthers move to a record of 3-2. They're going to be looking to play next will be Milton on the 22nd. This will be at 7 p.m. and I believe it will be a home game, so we'll be here live again on OCA Media. Yeah, anything to wrap up, Emma, that you like to see?
I mean, I really enjoyed the amount of possession that Oregon had throughout the game. And if they can continue that in more games to come, we can really see a lot more goals and probably a lot more victories in its wake, too.
Absolutely, and as we hope for another victory there on the 22nd against Milton, I've been Hayden Lohrentz for OCA Media with Emma Nugent on the side with me, and we thank you and have a great rest of your Saturday.